Hey, what's going on, guys? Thought I'd give a kind of a quick review of this Aliens Queen Studios bust that I got in. Boy, it may have been a few months now. Apologize for the room. If you guys watched any of my room tours or some of my other videos, you know that I'll be moving probably in the next year or so. So I'm actually got this in a spare bedroom. I ended up buying some extra pieces, knowing I should have the extra room in the new location. So instead of keeping them boxed up, I went ahead and took advantage of putting things in this room. So yeah, let's just kind of dive into it. Now this is the Alien Big Chap, as a lot of people refer to it, and this is from the original Alien movie. Now, as far as a licensed version of this bust, it's definitely the best licensed version out there. There's some talented custom makers out there that can argue that, you know, their version may be better, but this one's got to be up there. Now, one thing that this version and some of these really elite custom versions out there is, while I think the paint job is good, you can see some people that do some really crazy good paint jobs on their stuff. If any of you guys look up Chase Smith from Little Shop of Horrors and look at some of his paint work that he's done on some of his Alien pieces, it's outstanding. But it is going to cost you. Now, this particular version, I had some major QC issues. At least I am guessing it's QC issues. These were shipped in 2 humongous boxes. So it was on a pallet. It was freight shipped. So in reality, I wouldn't imagine that the boxes were treated too roughly. But I don't know if they just did a really bad job of putting a clear coat on this, but I have a number of areas where the paint's rubbed off. So yeah, like look at that. And then, I mean, if you just look closely at it, there's like little dot pieces of where the paint is just missing. And this is a very expensive piece. So when I got it in, I was, you know, excited. But then when I noticed, oh, is that a paint issue? I started rubbing it, and I started, you know, just put my finger on it. And notice that it, yes, wasn't something that was going to rub off. That is the paint has been rubbed off. You know, you can just look at it there. You know, it was extremely disappointing. And it's disappointing when it's something that's so huge, shipping-wise, that you can't ship it by normal means. That, yeah, just it was just a real pain. I knew to go through the process to actually get this thing fixed. So we worked it out. This is actually this head part minus the top clear dome, and this main body part came in one really big box, and that's where the majority of the paint issues are. I'm actually shipping this off to a painter. It's supposed to go out today, so I thought I'd do this video before that happens. But yeah, paint issues aside, and hopefully this comes back to me in good shape and all painted up nicely. It is a really cool piece. Now, one thing I do see in a lot of people's reviews is this dome. Notice how far down it goes. A lot of people don't have it going down all the way, and I see kind of why, because this thing is very kind of tricky to get down. Initially, when I got it, I could not get this to pop down. And then when I really studied it, I noticed that maybe this clear dome was just slightly leaning a little bit to one side. So I really tried to get it to line up perfectly on both sides. And when I did that, then I was able to get it to pop down properly. So anyone who's got this piece that had that, it is a little bit tricky, but it should go all the way down like this, and I think it looks a little bit better because the darker area doesn't, if you got it up higher, it really covers up the eyes. And that's another thing to mention. The very first batch of these, I think maybe this black line where it's fading in and out was a little bit lower. And even on their proto, I think it was a little bit lower. But I think it still looks good. This is probably more of what Prime 1 Studios on their third looked. And yeah, I don't mind it at all. I think the base is pretty classy. The rock work here, I think it's an excellent sculpt. I think the paint job though itself, in a good painter's hands, they can really make this even look a lot more real. I mean, it looks a little bit fakish to me for the price. The sculpt's definitely there. I just wish it had a little higher end paint job on there. It's fine. I mean, you're really not staring at this piece, but again, for the price paid, and trying to be kind of the ultimate alien big bust, alien big chap bust out there, would have been nice if they would have done that. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys a close-up of kind of the entire piece here, and then we'll call it a day on this video. You know, if you like what you saw, smash that like button. I'm going to try to do a couple of videos a week, probably highlighting a certain piece in the collection. So if you're interested in that, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, guys.